Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I have my monthly empties. I've got a real eclectic mix of things to share with you today. Quite excited about it. Some of these things I've got some real strong opinions about, and some of them you may have heard me talk about before, but let's dig in. First of all, with this, which I talked about in my New York haul, and I think I talked a lot about it, but I glossed over what it actually was and where I got it from. I got it from CVS in America, obviously. And they're melatonin gummies. So these are, I think these are like regular strength, 10 milligrams, and you take 2 gummies. That is your serving, I suppose. So it must be 5 milligrams per gummy. They taste pretty good. They say they're a natural strawberry flavour. I've had a lot of gummy type things, you know, like vitamins and supplements, which are not very nice, but these are actually okay. And they are amazing. As I said in the New York vlog, I've never tried anything like melatonin in terms of a sleep aid that works as well as this. I've been very much reliant on things like NyQuil and Night Nurse in the past, and they always make me feel groggy the next day. I have to take them early enough in the evening, maybe late afternoon, that I'm kind of wiped out by 8, 9 o'clock. I'm asleep, and then I'll feel okay the next day. With these, if I took them at 11 o'clock at night, they give me, first of all, the reason I become like a bit reliant on these things, I am a bit of an addictive personality, is I start to think I can't sleep without them. So there's a problem with that. But with these, if let's say it was 11 o'clock at night, I'm feeling a little bit restless, I take a couple of these gummies, and even if it's psychosomatic, I know that I will sleep. And if I get up at 7, I don't feel groggy. I don't feel that kind of like hangover of taking something to help me sleep, even if I take it really late at night. So I can't recommend these enough. I think they're amazing. I wish we could get them here in the UK, but I have another full, massive value size pack that I have just opened. I'm also really excited to test these out on the plane because I'm going to Hong Kong in a couple of weeks and it's a 14-hour flight. So I'm thinking I'll get on the flight, I'll kind of settle myself in. I'm going to get some pajamas on. I've got some pajamas that are like, they feel very covered, but they'll still feel really comfortable to sleep in. I'm going to take a couple of those and hopefully I'll get a really decent night's sleep on the plane because I've got 2 night flights. So I'm really hopeful that they will help me out in that traveling situation. Also speaking of traveling, I bought this COCO Beauty Bio Collagen face mask. I talked about it in a vlog because I wore it overnight. I have been advertised this to death, to the point where I was like, right, I'm going to order it. I think it comes from America. It took a while to come. And I ordered 4 of them and gave one to my friend. Look, it even says on the front, just 1 night is enough to glow. Instant results. So I'm not making this up. It was supposed to be worn overnight. But when I put it on, it's like a regular kind of, I'm not going to open it because I'm going to save this for on the plane. I feel like this is going to be a better experience using this on the plane and not leaving it on actually overnight, but time will tell. I'll let you know then. It's like a biocellulose mask. You know, those like clear jelly type ones where it's like a sheet mask, but it's like a gel, like a plasticky kind of, you know what I'm talking about, like a silicone sheet. So that goes on, and as it absorbs into your skin, theoretically, the mask goes clear. Now, everything I know about sheet masks is you shouldn't let them dry, because when you let them dry, it kind of absorbs the moisture from your skin. It kind of does the opposite of what you want it to do. So if you wear a paper sheet mask till it's dry and papery, the chances are it's put the moisture, or it's put whatever nutrients or ingredients are in that mask into your skin, and then it's sucked everything back out again because it's trying to replenish the moisture in the mask. It's like absorbing rather than replenishing what you want on your skin, you know? So I put this on, I followed the instructions, everything online I saw, it was like, oh my God, this is amazing. You take it off in the morning and glass skin. Even before I went to bed, I felt like it wasn't right. I woke up in the morning, and I've done this twice now, and it just kind of felt like it came off my face okay, but I didn't feel like, wow, look at my skin afterwards. I'm not convinced. I think if you wear this for maybe like 4 or 5 hours and take it off, then yeah, you're going to get amazing results. But you have to wear it for a few hours before you go to bed. Otherwise it's sliding around. And that is the instruction. I've seen lots of videos. I don't know. Have you seen things about this, or am I just being advertised to it? Like, it's driving me a bit up the wall that I'm seeing it constantly, having had to use it now. And I just think it's a bit of hogwash. It says, leave it on for at least 3 to 4 hours or until it turns transparent. Once the mask becomes transparent, carefully remove it. But it's supposed to be an overnight mask. So how That doesn't make sense. Back to supplements, etc. I use these kind patches. I've got some melatonin ones, some sleepy ones. I didn't think they were all that, honestly. The wake up patches I really did. And I've now been being advertised, maybe because I purchased them, maybe because of the ADHD content that I engage with, but I'm now being advertised their focus patches, which are like ADHD, ADHD, ADHD. That's all it says on the ads. I may give them a go. These are caffeine, and I'm very keen on, you know, I take something to sleep, I take something to wake me up. If I could, I would rattle when I walked, but it's gummies and it's patches, so not so much. I like a Pro Plus. I like a caffeine boost to get me going in the morning. This, the same as the melatonin, gives me a more, I don't know if it's like a softer version, but I don't feel like I've had a lot of caffeine when I've used these. Even if I wore a couple of them, I feel more kind of just refreshed awake. And again, maybe it's psychosomatic, but if it works, I don't care. And I think I'm going to buy some more of these before I go away. And I'm going to try the focus one. So I'll let you know. But I didn't think that the sleepy ones really worked at all. I have a couple of skincare things. This Skin Hero peeling, what is it called? Oh, it's a 2-minute smoothing peel that retexturizes and transforms. And the brand is ERBORIAN. This was really nice. I love anything that is supposed to retexturize, any kind of smoothing. You put it on for a few minutes while your skin is dry, and then you take it off and it just kind of feels like you've scrubbed to death. It's like a chemical exfoliation. Love it. I maybe use this once a week. It lasted me absolutely ages because you don't need loads. And then towards the end I was doing face, neck, arms and chest, and it's just, I love it. Again, with the addictive personality, I am a bit of I go overboard with exfoliation sometimes. Sometimes I'll get to the point where my skin is getting a little bit sore because I can't get enough of that clean, smooth feeling. And this felt a little bit more gentle than some of the other things that I've used. Kind of in the same ballpark is Ameliorate. And I have lots of this left, but I'm going to throw it out because I can't even think who I would pass this on to. I think I've talked about this before when I used it, and maybe I talked about it in a disappointing products, but it is the regular Ameliorate body lotion, but it's tinted. I don't understand. It's like fully like a bronze tinted. So it's kind of like body makeup, but this has got AHAs in it, which it's not recommended that you put AHAs on your skin and then go out in the sun without SPF. If you're using something like Ameliorate or, you know, glycolic acid, that kind of thing on your face, your skin, wherever it is, anywhere on your body, you should be making sure that you are adding a little bit of extra layer of SPF the next time you're going to be in the sun, because your skin will be more sensitive to the sun after using these products. But this is designed to be worn as like a tint, almost like a bronzer, and it's very, very glittery, very sheeny. So I don't understand it. Maybe like if you wear it in the evening, perhaps, but it just doesn't make sense to me, because this is the kind of product that, let's say you were on holiday, you might put this on if you were like wandering around, you want to look bronzed, but then it's making you more susceptible to the sun. I don't really get it. I just don't understand the premise, and I can't use it as normal Ameliorate, because if I put it on and then put on my pajamas or I get into bed, it gets everywhere because it's not touch proof. So it's just a really, look at this. On the back of it, it says, sunburn alert, contains alpha hydroxy acid that may increase skin sensitivity to the sun. Possible sunburn, wear sunscreen, protective clothing and limit sun exposure while using, and for a week afterwards. So when are you supposed to use this? What does it say? Transforming body lotion, boosted with illuminating glow complex, ultimate skin confidence solution. The multi-action formulation resurfaces and intensely hydrates while illuminating pearls, perfect the skin for a healthy looking glow. I don't get it. I really like Ameliorate as a product. I think it's a fantastic, again, smoother, but this doesn't make sense to me. And so I'm just going to get rid of it. I have gone through so many bottles of eye drops recently. I've mentioned this in vlogs. I've mentioned this everywhere. I think it's a perimenopause symptom. And when I've talked about that, lots of you have said, ding, ding, ding. Yes, it is. And apparently once you start using eye drops, it's a slippery slope and you can never stop. So I thought it was worth mentioning these because I went through a lot of the, like the brightening, the refreshing, you know, the cheap supermarket eye drops. I must have had like 10 of these. And then I finally thought, I'm just going to buy the more expensive ones and see whether it make a difference, because it's really affecting me. Like while I'm driving was what I was going for. While I'm driving, I'm like scrunching my eyes together. I'm also very aware that while I'm scrunching my eyes together, that can't be good for wrinkles. I'm constantly doing this to try and re-lubricate my eyeballs. So I bought the OPTREX moisturising eye drops. These are pretty good. These were definitely better than the cheap Tesco ones. Definitely. I would buy these again, but I just bought the itchy, irritated OPTREX ones, and they're so weird, but I think they're better. When I put them in my eyes kind of sting a little bit, and I think maybe it's to do with the thickness of the drop, because when I put them in my eye feels immediately irritated by the drops, but then a few minutes later, they feel soothed. So I don't know what that's about, but I'm so far enjoying the irritated, soothing version of the OPTREX, but the moisturising ones are pretty good as well. And I am here to tell you that it does make a difference, and not all eye drops are created equal. A couple of people have recommended a few different ones. If you want to tell me some more in the comments, please do. Because I'm just, by this point, in a couple of months, I'll just be like, here are 20 eye drops rated best to worst, because I am using them so much. I'm going through maybe a bottle a week. It's cause for concern. I think the very last thing I wanted to talk about is this shampoo. Is that possible? I really thought there was more that I wanted to talk about. Maybe not. Maybe there were a couple of things that I haven't quite finished up yet. This is the MAUI Moisture Hair Care in Smoothing and Vanilla Bean. How does smoothing... What? Smoothing and Vanilla Bean. Is vanilla bean a feature of the product, or is it a scent? That's a weird one. So it's a vanilla bean, rich vanilla bean, creamy cocoa butter, lush kukui oil. I think so. I would never have bought this. Lee bought this, and he's bought it twice now. And I'm now at the point where I have to talk about it because it smells so amazing. I used to love vanilla. Oh, it smells so good. I used to love vanilla. I was a real big fan. And then I don't know why I kind of went off it. And the only thing now that I will buy that's vanilla is lip balm, obsessively. It's the only real scent of a lip balm that I like. And then he bought this, and I've got so into vanilla that I'm currently trying to formulate like the ultimate vanilla candle, because this has like reignited something in me. I really, really like it. I don't know whether or not I need the moisture hair care because I don't have a lot of hair right now. But I still get that clean feeling in spite of the fact that there's no sulfates and it's a moisturizing hair product. I still get that. I feel clean when I've washed my hair, because I hate that. You know, when you get something that is supposed to be targeted at rehydrating or like damaged hair, and you just feel like it's coated with something. It's not like that at all. And the smell is so strong. I can smell it in my towels. I can smell it in my hair. If you don't like the smell, that's going to be a problem. But I am loving this smell. So big fan. And that's everything. That's everything I wanted to talk about this month for this month's Empties. I'm kind of enjoying going through and using things up. And especially with stuff like this, with the Ameliorate, I'm going through my Bath and Body and skincare and stuff and just being like, I can't just keep these things. They're just taking up space and I'm never going to use this again, so it's going to go. We may have a big declutter of Bath and Body and skin at some point when I finally finished the beauty section. But yes, that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!